Hi folks, this is Danny at Bradley James Classics, and I'm here to show you around a absolutely lovely example of Range Rover Classic, as they're known now, from 1981. In fact, this one was registered in July 1981, and it is in simply lovely condition. It's not a heavily restored car. It's among one of the most solid Range Rovers we've seen here, and we've seen our fair share over the years. We were actually quite well known for selling Range Rovers until the prices exploded, and this one represents what I believe is absolutely excellent value for money when you consider just how much some of these cars can go for. What we love about this car is how originally solid it is. Now, the owner who previously has owned this car has told us that it came from inside a business unit where it had been parked up for many years, and that probably explains why it is just so solid. Now, those in the know will know that these Range Rovers sit on a series of body mounts. The body lifts off, it reveals a chassis. Now, this car here has never had any serious structural welding done. All the body mounts, for example, are in excellent condition, and that does concur with this car having been tucked away and given a nice break from the elements. The car can be inspected. We have a huge 4-post ramp which takes 5 tons, so it will take one of these Range Rovers, and you are welcome to have this car inspected prior to buying her. The car will come with a fresh 1-year MOT, and the car will have a full PDI. Now, all we've really had to do with this car is give it a minor tune, change some spark plugs, and just really fettle with it to get her running beautifully well. Now, the car itself is a 3.5 V8 petrol engine. It's lovely that this one is fitted with factory overdrive, and it's got a 4-speed manual gearbox. So the car itself really is ready to use on the road. It could be a daily driver, or it could join a part of a classic car collection. Everybody recognizes the early Range Rover. Now, the car itself, actually, I believe this one's called Arctic White. It's got what's called the teddy bear interior, so let's have a little look at how nice that is. And it's the originality of the car that we love. This, as I say, has not been subjected to major restorations. This is in just lovely original condition. Now, the Speedo shows 84,000 miles, which I have no reason to believe is not genuine. There's the overdrive knob right in the middle of the photo, and there's the manual gear stick, and you can see just how nice the plastics for the car are. Let's have a little look at the passenger seat, also in really good condition with those lovely little clip-on headrests. Now, this is the carpeting. It looks to me to be original, and it looks to be in pretty special condition. And one thing that has been done since we've had it, we have treated it to a new headlining. Now, this is a special headlining. It's actually backed with fiberglass, so this one isn't going to be the usual saggy headlining, because the fiberglass ones are actually much better than the originals. Some of the things for people in the know with these Range Rovers, they'll notice that the dashboard plastics are all in good condition. That all looks lovely and original through here. Another little improvement is that it has had new rear panels fitted to the doors. The old ones were a little curled up, so that's been done. And the body, now these are actually aluminium panels, so it's not fair to say, well, look, this one isn't rusty. However, they are known for corrosion, mainly on the chassis, so that's probably best done on a ramp. But I can give you a little heads up that underneath here, if that's anything to go by, I don't see how much you can see here, but of course we would invite you to have a good look around the car. There's no tow bar fitted, which is a bit of a rarity with a Range Rover. There is a little dent in this back bumper, and albeit the paintwork is in stunning condition all round, we have got at the bottom here just the first signs of a little staining of the dreaded rust colour. And again, those who know them will probably remember that the tailgates were an Achilles heel. This one is in beautiful order, and this one is in great condition too. It's even got its original plastic matting, and look how all original this is. Here's the spare. I've got a couple of speakers here which are actually taken out when the door was done, but those speakers can come with the car and be refitted if you wish. We felt cutting holes in it was a bit of a sacrilege, so they haven't been refitted, but they are available here in the tray. So quite a huge boot space, and of course the back seat will fold down as well. And let's give that a shot, and that slams down. Now, I'm going to go round the body slowly, and I will try and, I've got a tiny bit of paint off here and here. The wheels are in nice order. It looks to have good all-terrain tyres all round. This door is in good condition, and actually, again, I'm sure you know this, but what you've got to look out for is, despite it being an aluminium clad, they can be very corroded underneath, and this one is very solid. I've taken a picture actually of the engine bay. That's good and honest. It hasn't been tarted up for sale or heavily detailed. We have a little bit of a chip actually here on the front indicator lens. An early Range Rover has got this lovely period look with the aluminium grille. There's no extra spoilers and flattened halogen lamps. They are halogen, but they're not the ones that were fitted on the later model. The bonnet is in really good condition actually, nice and straight. I can't see any imperfections there. Glass in good condition, as is the roof. And now we're around the front of the car. I'm being fussy, I can see a little imperfection of the paintwork there, but really the paintwork is in very nice order. Clearly it must have been resprayed at some stage to look as good as this. So 84,000 miles, 1981. It does show 6 previous owners. Remarkably, this car has hit 40 years old now, over 40 years old, so it would be qualifying for historic tax as well. If I get to this door, there's the colour of rust in a few areas. That's usually a sign of it having been waxed, actually, those plugs, which would explain perhaps why it is in such good condition. She starts on the button. Of course, that V8 growl is glorious. It's a good underbody, a good exhaust system fitted to the car. Nice and original, and I think an absolute credit to its previous owner. Interestingly, I've got a number plate here from a Ford garage in Castle Kerry in Somerset. I don't think they would have provided that one new, I wouldn't have thought. But visually, the car is very striking. So, if you're interested in this car, we can offer a full UK delivery service, or we can work with your transport partner if you would like to have this car shipped further afield. We can offer a part exchange service, and we can certainly assure you that our workshop will give this car a thorough pre-delivery inspection. It will be MOT'd from an independent MOT garage that we use close to our location here in Overton in Hampshire. It drives really nicely, it's very powerful, it starts on the button. The only other information which is going to be passed on from the previous owner is that it had a fully rebuilt gearbox, which has done hardly any mileage, so you haven't got to worry about the gearbox, and certainly the engine makes a lovely sound when it starts up and drives really well. Well folks, this is a 10-minute walk around video of this V8 Range Rover with overdrive from 1981. Lovely original looking teddy bear interior. It looks to be an Arctic white, paintwork in really good condition, correct steel wheels, nice tyres all round. The car drives particularly nicely. and it still feels quite fresh. We can never be sure about mileages, but 84,000 miles on the clock probably sounds quite genuine when I consider the condition of the car. In fact, the interior looks as if it's done less than that, but I suspect this car's been very well looked after. No tow bar, which is usually a sign of lighter duty. Here we are, just looking in the interior again. No cubby box, plenty of space between those seats. There is some nice paperwork, and the car's handbook is still present. As I say, those seats are in good condition. There is a little scarring here on the side of the seat, and obviously for a car which is now just over 40 years old, there are going to be some imperfections, but I think overall you'll be very happy with the condition of this car. Now this car, it does have a modern Sony stereo, but as I mentioned earlier, the speakers which used to live in these panels have been disconnected because we didn't want to drill any holes in there. So as it is at the moment, you may need another stereo solution, but she's in stock now and she is available. And if you'd like to know any more information, please get through in the usual channels and I'll be delighted to show this car to you. And thank you very much for watching today's video. This is Danny at Bradley James Classics signing out.